So you all might remember earlier this year when I had to deal with a bogus copyright claim on the 18 seconds of music that I use in the opening sequence of Esoterica videos. That music is just a short segment from Chopin's Nocturne, Opus 9, number 1, which I've been using since the start of the channel like 5 years ago, and is in fact protected under the Fair Use Clause of the Creative Commons license. The music and the recording that I was using back then were all in the public domain. The music's over 100 years old, and that recording is also in the public domain, both in the European Union and in the US. But let me spell out in a bit more detail how serious a copyright claim like that is for the channel. Literally every video I've ever created over the years contains that little snippet of music, which means that if someone or some anonymous company claims they have copyright over it, they can, one, demonetize all my content, and two, they can re-monetize my content, effectively hijacking my work for 18 seconds of music that is in the public domain for both the US and the European Union. Now, that copyright claim earlier this year was completely bogus, and after spending hours of my time dealing with YouTube, they just admitted the whole thing was an error on their part, an overly aggressive artificial intelligence that matches copyrighted information. Now, also, a lot of people stepped in last time to try to help out with that last bogus copyright claim, and I want to express my sincere thanks to everyone that did and for everything that folks did. Well, despite the music being in the public domain and protected by fair use, I decided to be safe and to pay a musician to re-record those 18 seconds of Chopin, introducing very specific changes not in the sheet music and digital effects to mark the performance as totally musically distinct. That musician, by the way, is Ixie. She's here on YouTube and she does fantastic music education work. In fact, she's the only person that I've ever been able to learn music theory from, and she's also faced similar copyright related nonsense, but check out her content, you can find the link below. So I commissioned a totally new recording, a recording clearly and legally under my copyright. And guess what? I was working on the new Demiurge video and got a copyright flag from YouTube on that very recording. My recording, for 10 seconds of it. Of a recording I absolutely own the copyright to. YouTube's just clearly in the wrong here, and the only option they've given me at this point is to basically risk a copyright strike by contesting it. But even if I won that particular dispute, I would have to do that for each and every video in which I use my theme music again, which I own the copyright to and which is being falsely flagged by YouTube's artificial intelligence. This basically prevents me from uploading new content, opening up the channel to false copyright strikes, and even to the possibility that some faceless, evil corporation can literally hijack and steal all of the monetization of my channel's content. All of it. All of the work that I put into this channel can just be stolen by false copyright claims. It's a completely broken and unfair system, and frankly, it just seems illegal. So what can I do? Well, I'm currently contesting the issue with YouTube support, but frankly, I don't know that I'll get anywhere. And do I really want to spend thousands of dollars fighting for 18 seconds of music, 10 seconds of music with lawyers? And honestly, it probably wouldn't even work. The false copyright claim here is being made by Universal Music Group, literally the largest music company in the world. They have more lawyers than I have beard hair. And no, I'm not going to go and leave YouTube, but maybe I'll switch the channel theme entirely, radically altering it. Maybe I'll just get rid of it. I really don't want to do that because none of that seems fair, but I'm honestly not sure what to do. But what's clear to me is that YouTube doesn't actually care about their creators. I've acted in good faith within the copyright law and even gone the extra mile to commission a recording just to be safe, and none of it seems to work. I've contacted Universal Music Group, but I can't imagine that's going to have any effect. I don't even know who even reads those emails. Nor does that change YouTube's AI that falsely flags copyright violations, and nor will it change YouTube support, which clearly sides with false copyright claims over and against their own creators. even creators just here to do something as simple as provide education. So if you're on social media, feel free to, I don't know, share this video with YouTube, at them, ask them why they do this, and call them out for just jeopardizing educational content and ask them to fix this. It's just not fair. Otherwise, maybe you consider supporting Esoterica over at Patreon, because who knows, this whole channel might get demonetized tomorrow because of false copyright nonsense. But thank you. Thank you so much for the support. I'm hoping I can find some fair resolution of this in the next couple of days. And of course, I'm still going to drop that episode on the Demiurge. But sadly, it's probably not going to have the channel's theme music. What matters to me is the educational content. And I'm going to do everything I can to make that as accessible to you as I can. Because you guys deserve that. Until then, thanks for watching, and thank you for all the support.